Start again. I know.
What country is hosting this year's Olympics?
Team Smarto.
Yes, big brother.
Congratulations.
For Airtel Smart Cash Pair Olympic sponsor task, the housemates will be playing as a pair, and there will be 7 teams: Team Zero Charges, Team Super Bonus, Team 939, Team Smarto, Team Cashless, Team Cashbag, and Team Wallets. Through a lucky dip, the housemates got paired up and also got to know the team that will be playing first. Big Brother informed them that today's task is a physical and mental game, and your ability to work as a pair, communicate well, will be the key to win tonight's task. Tonight's activity will be in 2 phases, and after the first phase, a team will be eliminated. Now to the business of the day. The first game the housemates will be playing is a tire hurdle. In the arena is 16 tires, some marked red and others not marked. For this task, each pair is required to travel to the end point by stepping only and on all red tires. So you're not just stepping only on red tires, you at the same time step on all red tires. An elastic band was also provided for them. So when you are called, you and your pair will have to put on the elastic band, and you put it out. Okay, you put out a foot. Okay, so your pair will have to bring out a leg and you bring out yours, and then you bind each other at the ankle. Big Brother went ahead to reread the instructions for them by telling them that unbound leg must land on the unmarked tires. They are not allowed to skip any red tires, and once you step in on the unmarked tires, you start again. Once done, they are now to proceed to the next game, which is called How Low Can You Go? For this one, the housemates were shown a pole of 3 heights of varying heights. All you have to do is turn around, bend, or squat to pass all 3 heights. Once you touch a bar, you start again. If any poles fall, you start again. If you touch the ground, you start again. And mind you, no crawling. Once completed, you and your pair then proceed to the third game, which is balloon pit. For this one, a duo will have to go into the balloon pit, while the other person's role is to drop the card, as insert the card into the provided box. So now, in the balloon pit is a smart card numbered 1 to 5, while there are other blank cards. The person in the balloon pit, all they have to do is pick the cards numbered 1 to 5, but you must do this 1 card at a time. You are not to hold any card, so you pick. If it is numbered 1, you give to your other pair to go and insert in the box. If you pick a card and it's not written 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, because you are supposed to follow them in sequence. So if when you are to pick number 2, you pick 5, you have to drop it back in the balloon and keep searching. Each team was allocated 10 minutes to play, and at the end, the 6th team with the quickest time moves to the next stage. Remember, a team will be eliminated after this phase. Team Smart O were the first to start, that is Kassia and Victoria. For the tire hurdle, they had to go in 3 times because they were mistaking the red, the marked and the unmarked balloon. Now, for the heights hurdle, they had to go twice because they touched the bar. Then for the balloon pit, it was very easy for them, and they finished at 4 minutes 44 seconds. Then came Team Smart Wallet, that's TJAY and ANITA. For the tire hurdle, it was a 1 go for them. For How Low Can You Go? They had to go twice because they knelt at some points. And then for the balloon pit, it was an easy peasy. They finished at 3 minutes 3 seconds. Team Zero Charges, the pair of Wani and Nelly, they made a mistake in their tire game, so they had to do that all over again. Coming to How Low Can You Go? The first time they touched the pole, so they had to restart. The second time they crawled, so they had to restart. The third time they touched the floor again, so they had to do that all over again. But for the balloon pit, it was an easy one for them. They finished at 3 minutes 36 seconds. Tell you how fast they were with their game. Then came Team Cash Bag. So these people, their own was very funny. That is the pair of Onyeka and Osi. For the tire game, they went twice. For how low can you go, they went 5 times, because from falling to crawling to touching the pole. And then when they got to the balloon game, they had to repeat it because they thought what Big Brother said is for you to get all your card at the same time and then go deposit the 5 cards. So on depositing the 5 cards, Big Brother had to tell them to start all over again. So with all that, they finished at 6 minutes 15 seconds. So you should know it wasn't an easy one for them. Then came Team Super Bonus. They did it like the fastest thing, the easiest thing ever. For the tire game, they went once. How low can you go? Once. The only thing they had to repeat is the balloon pit game, because they did the same mistake that OC and Onyeka made, which is packing all 5 cards at a time. And Big Brother then instructed them to repeat. And even with that, they had the quickest time, which is 2 minutes 48 seconds. Then came the pair of Tufa and Wani, that is Team 939. For the tire hurdle, they did that once. But for how low can you go, they want the first time crawling, so they had to repeat. Second time, they touched the bar, they had to repeat. Third time, touched the floor, they had to repeat. Fourth time, touched the bar, they had to repeat. Fifth time, they now completed it. Tofa had to scream. Even me, I joined in screaming as well. But that of the balloon pit game was very easy for them. But even with all that, they finished at 3 minutes 58 seconds. And then the last but not the least for this phase, we have Ozzy and Suj, that is Team Cashless. So for the tire hurdle, they had to do that twice because, they put their leg on the wrong tire. Then for how low can you go, they did that 3 times. They repeated. The first one, they touched the floor, so they had to go again, touching the pole. They had to go again. So for that of the balloon pit, they packed their card at a time, so they had to go again. Just the same mistake with Sean and OC, but they finished at 5 minutes 17 seconds. So with the team of Cashback being the team with the slowest time, that is 6 minutes 15 seconds, they got eliminated at the stage. That is OC and Onyeka. Now to phase 2. So in the arena, 3 boxes, one with general knowledge question, the other one with financial inclusion question, and the third one with navigating smart cash question. Now each pair is expected to pick 1 question from each box. That is 3 questions. They'll be answering a total number of 3 questions. For each pair, one duo will have to be asking why the other one answers. Each correct answer 1 point. And after this phase, a team will be eliminated. Starting with Team Smart O, Kassia was asking why Victoria answers. They had questions like, what is the 3-digit code behind a debit card called? What is the English word for the Latin word tempost? They answered all 3 questions correctly. And then for Team Wallet, ANITA was asking why TJ answers. And they had questions like, what is Smart Cash USSD code? What details do you need when making a mobile transfer? Who is the first Prime Minister of Nigeria? They answered all 3 questions correctly. Then came Team Zero Charges. Nelly asked why Wani answered. They had questions like, Smart Cash is a subsidiary of what company? 2 details needed when making a mobile money transfer. Where would you likely find a teller? Who composed the Nigerian national anthem? For Kelly Ray and Sean was asking why Kelly Ray answers, and they had questions like, what percentage does Cashback get on each airtime recharge? Financial inclusion seemed to bridge the gap between the banked and Dash. How many local governments do we have in Nigeria? For Tofa and Handy, they had questions like, what percentage does cashback get on any data recharge? What is the full meaning of ATM? List of 5 colors of Olympic ring. And then team cashless. So Suj was the one asking while Ozzy answers. And they had question like, what is the full meaning of POS? Who is the vice president of United States of America? And because for this category, every team got 3/3, Big Brother decided that they have a sudden death question so as to break the tie. So for this one, they had to swap roles in the sense that where Ozzy was answering, Suj will now have to answer this time around. And it's one question per team. So for Kassia and Victoria, this time around, Kassia is answering and Kassia is answering while Victoria asks. And the question is, what year was the first season of Big Brother Naija aired? For Team Smart Wallet, TJ asks while ANITA answers, what kind of food is penne, which is pasta? For Zero Child, they asked, what is the smallest planet in the solar system? For Team Super Bonus, they had questions like, what country is hosting this year's Olympic? For Team 939, they had questions like 3 advantages of mobile app. And then for Ozzy and Suj, they had questions like spell financial inclusion backward. So after this, all team also answered correctly. And Big Brother said that this time around, he will be the one asking the questions while the team answers. And they have to just deliberate and pick one person that will answer the question, no chorus answer. And the first question is, a geometrical angle with 5 shapes is called what? Victoria and Kassia answered 5 shapes, which was correct. And then for Team Wallet, they were asked, which planet in the solar system is the largest? And TJ answered for his team, Jupiter. For Team Zero Charge, they were asked, what does UFO stand for? And they answered unidentified foreign objects incorrect. Team Super Bonus was asked, how many ribs are there in human body? And they answered 18. This is actually funny because at this point, Sean started counting his ribs. And Big Brother told them that was incorrect. Team 939 was asked, what does Na stand for in periodic table? I've forgotten what they answered though, but I think it's sodium. I don't know that it's sodium. No, they didn't answer sodium, but they shall failed it. And then for Suj and Ozzy, they were asked the rarest blood type. And they also got the answer wrong. So with this, Team Smart O and Team Wallet now qualifies for the final stage, being that the rest of the other team failed it. And Team Smart O, remember, is Kassia and Victoria, while Team Smart Wallet is TJ and ANITA. For the final task of the night, it's a word puzzle, and each team is given 5 minutes and they have 20 words to cross in the word puzzle. So the team that finishes the quickest, or the team with the most correct words before time finishes or after time finishes, become winners of tonight's task. And at the end, Team Smart O, that's Kassia and Victoria, were able to cross 17 words, while TJ and ANITA crossed 16. With that, Victoria and Kassia became the official winners of Airtel Smart Cash Pay Olympics task. Congratulations to Katoria.
A round of applause for your winners. Congratulations.